Welcome, podcast listeners. It is episode number 400 of the Fret Talk podcast. 400, my gosh, 400 of these podcasts. You are here with your host, Mr. BudgetPedalChap, who has been on all 400. You are also joined by Lee Padabadabadoo. Say hi, Lee.
Hello.
Hi.
How you doing?
Like thinking back, you've probably been on a good half of them by this point.
Oh, about that. Yeah.
Yeah.
More or less.
That's quite an achievement. Like, hats off to you. Well done. Little golf clap.
Thank you, and well done to you too, sir. And well done to all the listeners, the ones that have been here since day one.
Oh, yes. Yes.
What the fuck are you doing with your life?
By this point, it's probably about 6 years worth of podcast as well. It might be more than that, actually. Just thinking back to it, didn't we start it in about 2016? 2016, maybe 2017. So we're almost coming up to the decade, which is fucking scary, isn't it?
Oh, fuck, yeah. Yeah, Jesus.
Yeah, wow. That's a commitment, that, isn't it? Right, let's stop.
Yeah, I mean, we should be bigger by now. Right, what we need you to do, right, dear listener, is to start sharing this shit. Don't be afraid to admit that you listen to us and start pushing us out to the world, because we need those endorsements. We need those. We've got endorsements now, I guess, but we need the love.
Yeah.
Speaking of our endorsements,
yeah. As sponsored by affordable.co.uk. Yeah. They are bringing you pedals from Demon Effects, Jazz FX, Muskie, Joe, 40, K-Line, Nux, Moval, Chord, Vave, and AM Effects at amazing prices. They won't be getting the Nux bass guy in until, I think it was like early June, which is unfortunate because my video dropped on that one last week. Yeah. I might have to do like a 2-month retrospective.
No, just reshare the video.
Yeah, like a reissue, vintage reissue. No talk tone. They are, of course, a UK company with all their stock ready to ship in fantastic recyclable packaging. Check them out at affordable.co.uk. Yeah. Actually, there's a little thing that's going on over at Affordable. Not sure whether I can share it just yet.
All right, don't. Let's move on then.
Maybe I should. Maybe. Well, I'm just gonna.
No, man, don't risk
embargo.
Rocking the cattle, the apple cart, the cattle cart.
Yeah, don't put the apple cart before the cattle cart. Otherwise, the cattle will eat the apples, and you'll have no apples. Basically, I will say I'm gonna do that vague thing that unsigned bands used to do in the 2000s and just say big things coming. And that doesn't mean that he's not going to post for the next 6 months and then he's going to break up with a band, which is often.
Did you see this meme that was like, why were bands in the early 2000s all doing this pose? And it was like them all like really close to the camera and like what were they doing with their fingers? I can't remember. But it was like, I think it was like looking down on them and they were like bending over and looking up. It was loads of bands doing, like Limp Bizkit, Avril Lavigne, all these sorts of people from that era. And it was like, this is the cool shot to do now.
All of the bands, yeah, Limp Bizkit and Avril Lavigne.
Others, I'm not going to list off all the bands. I can't remember them all. Like Linkin Park and stuff like that. Everyone was on there.
Everyone, yeah. I can't remember. Like I can't remember that shot, but if you showed me a picture rather than your haphazard way of describing it, I might. Either way. Yeah, podcast. We start these things usually with a shit bit of news, and even though it is episode number 400, I don't see why we shouldn't start as we usually do. Our shit news this week is I can't say I've ever seen that pose taken, Lee. I'm really sorry.
Like you've got Korn, Papa Roach, Limp Bizkit, and Avril Lavigne all doing it in that one picture there.
Oh, there you go.
It's weird. So they've got their like hands towards like they're reaching out to grope your eyes or something. It's weird.
Yeah, like I'll be honest. The way that you described it is pretty much how it is. Like kind of half kind of like bending, and then
It's just
hands splayed out, reaching for the camera. It's an odd
System of a Down. I think that is it's just weird.
Yeah, it's very of its time, isn't it? Anyway, our shit news this week comes courtesy of Steel Panther. Believe it or not, Steel Panther. Yes, those clean-cut, upstanding boys of Steel Panther. I think
my mate Greg did sound for them a few last year, I think it was.
Oh, right.
And he didn't know anything about them.
Yeah.
But he's of that sort of early 90s Seattle era, so he's played in a lot of those sort of grungy bands, and
yeah.
So I mean, there would have been crossover with bands of the 80s as well, I guess.
Yeah. I mean, I haven't heard anything from them in about 5 years. And I think the last thing that I heard of them is that, like, one of them was going into rehab for, like sex addiction or something like that. And, like...
I need to go to rehab as well. Don't we all?
But it was like it was the, like, everyone was saying, oh, it's like they're in on this joke. They're basically like they're making fun of the 80s and kind of the excess of the 80s, and it's all kind of a stage show. And then stuff like this was happening. Whereas, actually, no, they're just living like they are an 80s band. You're like, okay. So they kind of fell a bit from grace there. And it felt like the joke was finally over with it all.
Yeah, I mean, it stopped being funny very quickly, didn't it?
Yeah, but it was easy enough to justify if you go in like, oh, look, the guitar playing is really good, and they sound
like the Darkness.
Yeah, but like where the Darkness were the other side of that line, where theirs weren't necessarily like poking fun at anyone specifically, and the songs, like, they had a bit of a cheeky British humour to them, but they weren't like novelty funny songs.
Like Down at the Bell's End.
Yeah. I mean,
which is exactly what that is. It's a cheeky novelty song that they did for Christmas, which all Christmas songs are. Christmas songs are, but it's not to say that isn't.
Yeah, and look, they straddled that line a little bit, but majoritatively their songs were like quite cleverly written, and they weren't relying on the innuendo to make it a good song, like the hidden meaning and stuff. Whereas the Steel Panther boys were further over that way, where it was like, it's a very, very clear Mickey take. It's very novelty, very like taking the piss out of like certain people. And there was like bits where it was kind of mean spirited, and bits where it was like kind of trying to show off their prowess, and a bit like the bands of the 80s would have done, but in a more kind of overt way.
In your face way, yeah. Exactly.
But it was
rather
easy.
Rather than have your managers trying to keep you on the straight and narrow, their managers were kind of like pushing them to be more like that. Yeah.
And whereas it seemed like they were playing a role, and then the news articles come out that they weren't necessarily playing roles, and that these roles had kind of taken over.
Right. So it looks like they have released another pedal, and mate, there are pedals out there like the Big Muff and stuff like that. I've been around for a long time, and yes, we all get the innuendo, but it's become such like a a staple of pedals. You can't really talk about pedals. If you were to talk about like the 5 major pedals, the Big Muff would be in there.
Yeah. It's kind of lost a lot of that meaning, hasn't it? Like,
yeah. And the the other pedals that kind of come off of it aren't normally inherently named in the same thing. You get some funny ones like the Swollen Pickle, but that's about a penis joke, you know?
Yeah.
Stuff like this.
Well, like, even that, there's a level of subtlety to it. It's not very subtle, but it's like the innuendo is at least ever so slightly hidden. Whereas the original,
melter.
the Steel Panther one was literally called the Pussy Melter, which there's no kind of subtext, no innuendo, there's no subtlety behind it. It is literally just, here is a kind of like an offensive name. And
it brings out the pig in a lot of men. It really does. It like, as soon as a woman was going, I mean, this is a bit childish, it's a bit on the nose, I don't really like this. Men were being really fucking horrible to her in the group. We had a lot of this, so we've ended up banning the pedal from the group just because it's one of those things that's very provocative.
Yeah. And with the other ones, with the Big Muff, with the Swollen Pickle, there's at least that kind of thin veil of kind of subtext with it, whereas this was like, it is literally direct on the nose. So there was the Pussy Melter, and then that, I think that went away, and then it was replaced with the Butthole Burner, which again,
I mean, you listen to Friedman, they've got like the brown eye and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Again, like, if you said that to a child, they would not instantly think of a bumhole.
Yeah.
I tried to be grown up.
Pink taco as well, like that fucking. But yes, yeah. Look, it's one step behind this, whereas this is just the exact thing that they're trying to mention. So
it has no tact, tact at all.
Yeah, and that kind of encapsulates Steel Panther, really, doesn't it? Anyway, so they're now doing the Platinum Pocket Pussy Melter, which is basically the Pussy Melter in a mini pedal with less features. So it doesn't have the 2-band EQ, I think the original one had. It's just got a tone control, and it also had a dip switch to go between like 2 different modes, I think, like 2 different clipping modes. This only has the one. So for all intents and purpose, it's a less featured version of the controversial pedal.
You just know that it's a clone of something. I haven't got the patience to look into it.
I mean,
you know it's going to be a clone of something.
I played a clone of the Pussy Melter, and although it sounded kind of ballpark to other pedals, it didn't sound like a direct rip of anything. Right. It could be
that you knew, that you recognised.
Yeah, but like I've played quite a lot of pedals. Like,
have you?
Yeah. I think, like we mentioned last week, didn't we? Like 461 videos on my channel, and that's not all. Like, that's not the extent of all the pedals that I own, and that's not the extent of all the pedals that I've tried as well.
You haven't got 400 pedals.
Oh, I've almost certainly got 400 pedals, if not more.
Really? Because I've only got over 100.
Yeah, I've got shed loads, mate. Shed load.
Shed.
Yeah. Anyway,
I say I've got only over 100. I had over 100 last time I counted, but I mean, that number has probably increased significantly as well.
Yeah, I should probably count more, shouldn't I? Anyway, so the Platinum Pocket Pussy Melter is, it's the same thing basically. You get in kind of rodded Marshall tones, but the initial reviews on this one are basically saying it's less good than the previous one because of the the two-band EQ becoming a single tone control, you'd narrowing it down. Like there's a very thin band of the EQ that sounds good, and then like either side you either get too fizzy or too shrill, or like too muddy and undefined. And same with the gain on this one. There's a sweet spot, and then you go too much and it gets too mushy and fizzy. So yeah, it's.
So which of these reasons is it the shit news of the week?
Because it's
the pedal shit, the band shit, or or what?
Yeah, I think a mixture of them all is that we don't need another like Marshall in a box-esque, like modern Marshall in a box mini pedal. There's enough of them on the market as is. This is less good than the original version, which was controversial and got a lot of people's backs up.
I mean, we're releasing a modded Marshall pedal at Thornton, but it's something you don't see a lot of, which is like going towards that Silver Jubilee sort of tone.
Yeah.
Everyone normally concentrates on the JCM 800, don't they?
Yeah, and whereas this looks more like it is designed as a cash grab for the controversy that surrounded the last one, they're kind of hoping to stir up a bit of that controversy again. I think it's shit news mainly because the joke's old. Like the joke's old now. Like find something else basically.
Yeah, it's boring. And I mean, there is big news this week, big news today, which we'll go to a little bit later. And,
yeah.
I mean, it's the biggest news in the pedal world for quite a while, I think. I would say the excitement around this release that's come out today, I haven't seen excitement like that about a release long time, actually.
I mean, they should. Look, in terms of what it is, I think the concept of the collaboration itself is quite exciting. But the pedal,
I mean, it's better than it looks on the face of it. I've been watching a lot of videos, and I had this sort of up-down sort of roller coaster ride with it, but we'll get to that shortly.
Right. Before we do, Lee, what have you been up to this week?
Nothing, mate. I've done quite a bit. I haven't fucking stopped, mate.
Go on.
So let me go through my little list here. So sometimes we go in and we put down notes on what we've been up to, and sometimes we edit each other's just to say little extra bits. So I will include everything that Budge has included.
Okay, right. So what's your update?
I shall pay this back to you, friend. So. Obviously, I work for Fawn Sound Labs and Rockboard, so two different things. With Rockboard, we have the board configurator where you can go in and make your own pedal boards, and it's the best one out there, but by quite a long shot because of the features we've got on it, and we're adding new features constantly. We've got a long list of things that we're going to be releasing all the time. And you've got like over 10,000 pedals on there. Today.
Yes. Tell me more, Lee.
It wasn't today. So a few days ago, we released an update to it, which was to add genre tags. So when you build a board, you've got the choice to make it public so other people can see it.
Yeah.
And you can go down to the bottom and you can say, okay, this is a board that I use for rock, or this is a board I use for jazz. And you can put up to 3 different tags in there. You can just have the one if you want. And it will help you when you're filtering through other people's boards for inspiration. So we've got this board area where you don't go to be bored, but you go to look at boards. And you can just filter through lots of different categories, but now you can filter through genres. I know it's only a little thing, But these are the sort of things we're adding all the time, and we want it to be the most fantastic board creator. So if you are using it and you think, do you know what? I think this would be really good on it. Hit me up and let me know, because I'll put it to the guys, and there is a very good chance that it'll end up on the on there. So that's one of the things we did. And another little thing we've done is we've added a news section to it. So as we release new things and have exciting news to put out, we will make a newsletter and add it down the bottom. So when we add new artists and so on and so forth, which is cool.
Very cool.
Yeah, so that's one thing we did. I pissed my pants, apparently. Thanks for that, mate. So I've got a few bits and pieces around the studio, which it's a bit of a pain in the ass for me to unplug and plug them in all the time.
Yeah.
And I have been told that there are these little extensions to the IEC. So, you know, the IEC kettle leads.
Kettle leads, yeah.
Yeah. So my mixer, for instance, which I'm recording this through now, I have to reach over and like unplug it from over all my monitors. It's a pain in the ass every time I have to do that. And my pedal board as well. I've got switches on the amps, but I don't have a switch on the actual pedal board itself. So I found these little extensions that have a switch in the middle, and they're bloody sweet. So I've ordered a couple of them today. I know it's only a little thing, but I thought, you know, that's a bloody good idea.
Yeah, that's good. I have little switches built into the socket on the wall that do a very similar job.
We don't have that in Europe. I'm not kidding. The plug sockets in Europe don't have that. I know it's so fucking annoying. I don't think the ones in America have it either. I think it's just the UK.
There we go. Like,
I know you don't leave there often, but
no, not very often. But look,
you think about it next time you go on away on holiday. When you plug in,
you just plug it in. So yeah. Look, our plugs are phenomenal.
Sweet.
Like they are
brilliant.
They are designed really well. Like especially if you want to hurt your foot, our plugs are second to none. Like, if you've ever stood on a British 3-prong plug, you know about it.
I still have a very vivid memory of doing that. My brother had left a plug underneath a sheet, and I was walking over it, and it took a large lump off the bottom of my foot. Yeah,
full weight onto one of them. Oh, I get you.
Exactly where I was.
Yeah.
Oh man, that was a long time ago, but fucking hell, it's probably about 18 years ago or something like that.
Yeah, it sticks with you, doesn't it? Just stick with you.
Yeah. All right, so I did that. I have been a big fan of the Kernam Ridge for a long, long time. I've been talking about it for ages and ages and ages, to the dismay of Matthew, who said, "Oh, no one will even remember this pedal in a year's time." This was like 3 years ago.
Yeah. He was wrong on that one. He was wrong.
Yeah, very. Last year they released a fuzz. And early this year, they released a modulation pedal. The modulation is on its way to Scotty Boy, our own Scott Gaylor, who will be demoing that for us. And the fuzz arrived to me finally, because my good friend Jeremy over at Kernam has been saying, "Oh, I really need to send one of these to you," because we did a lot to push the Kernam Ridge and get it into the minds of everyone. Yeah. And he appreciates that work we did. He really does. And he's been wanting to get us over a fuzz, but they've gone for a lot of changes up in Kernam, and he's running a lot of it himself at the moment. And he's like been meaning to get it over, so he keeps saying, "Oh, I need to get this over to you." And finally, it's landed.
Nice.
I was like, thank God. I just sent him a message going, "You are so shit at replying." And he was. It took him ages to reply, and he was like, "I'm so sorry," but it has landed. I plugged it in yesterday, and I had a quick play with it, and it does not disappoint.
Absolutely,
it's fantastic. It does. The Kernem stuff, the drives anyway, they have this mood switch, which as you move it around, it changes the sine wave and the clipping. So it changes the waveform, I should say, and the way it clips. So the idea is that you can get... That was my mic stand, by the way, not me. The idea is that you can get every type of fuzz, every type of overdrive that you can imagine. And then you've got pre-tone and post-tone, so you can adjust that. Then you've obviously got fuzz, volume. And then on this, you've got a knob that says electricity. It reminds me of that Electric Six song. Do you remember?
Gay Bar.
Yeah, was it gay? Yeah, I think it was. But do you remember the video where he's sitting there and he's got a knob that's like glowing, like this bowl over his knob, and it keeps glowing on and off?
I do not.
Oh, it's funny. That song was brilliant. It really was. So the electricity knob does different things depending on where you set it and where you're on the clipping.
Yeah.
So it can add like a low octave, which is what it does quite a lot of, but it can also add a higher octave, so you get an Octavia sort of sound. I was getting Velcro fuzz sort of tones. My mate who was here was playing the bass. We were getting like these nasty fuzz tones, and he was like, "Oh, that's not nice." I was like, "That's not nice," but play this on the bass, and I showed him what to play, and then I started playing to it, and I went, "Now you see the use for it." And he was like, "That sounds wicked in the mix."
Yeah.
And this is the thing with fuzz. Sometimes the nastier it sounds, the better it is in context.
Yeah, it'll just kind of slice through a mix and sit really nice in one particular frequency.
Yeah, it was lovely. A little bit of delay on something like that, and you're laughing.
Yeah,
but it does everything, and it even gets those sort of, in some of the settings, it can even get those like sort of 8-bit I'm breaking down sort of sounds that you get in a blue box at certain settings. And that made
always
me
comes
happy.
Back to the blue box. Always comes back.
Fuzz, man. I love the blue box. I just love the uncontrollableness of it. But if you're good with it, you can reel it in and get that under control.
Yeah,
it's like, it's the difference between getting on a horse and riding a horse, or finding a horse that's really hard but you like to ride, but you not a horse that's really hard, but a horse that's really hard to ride, and then you break it in and you tame it, and then you're like, yeah, I've got the best horse in the world. That's kind of what the blue box is like. So yeah, that's what I've been doing with that. And then I've also taken my GT1000, and for work I was asked what pedal combinations do you think will work with this pedal? And I can't go into it, but I was like, hang on a minute, I've got a way of testing that. So I've plugged it into my little Ibanez head, and I've been basically playing with different combinations of effects to see what would work nicely. And I found some wicked tones that I'd never thought of playing with before. And just by combining effects that you wouldn't just generally think to combine.
Okay.
I can't really go into it any deeper than that for the sake of, like, because we might release a pedal that does this.
Okay. You big cock tease.
Yeah, but what I'm kind of getting at is I urge you, if you've got something like a HX Stomp, go and
I've got one
whack on. You've got one.
Excuse me. Better to whack on than to whack off.
Yeah, it sound like Steel Panther today. So yeah, go and whack on an effect that you don't often use, and then go and mix it with other effects that you don't often use, and you might come across some things that are, oh my God, I'm just doing it over and over again. You might come across some things that surprise you, because that really happened to me today, and I was really happy about it. Other than that, I sharted when I gambled on a fart and lost, apparently. So
yes. Very good. Much excite.
Much excite.
Oh, brilliant. Right, let's do a bit of news before we indulge in what I've been up to, because that's the way it works. We're going to go to news number 2, which is Pigtronics. Pigtronics released a pedal called the Gas Giant Fuzz. Now,
sounds like me.
Yeah, it was that gambling on a fart, wasn't it? You can't do it. Like, every so often you do it and you come a crapper, should I say? Right, so
the older you get, the less you should trust the fart. That is not just true, that is bloody good advice.
It is, yes. Sage advice, isn't it? Well, Pigtronics released Gas Giant, which is a early 70s New York City fuzz tone. We know what that is.
Triangle muff.
Yeah, so we know what kind of tonal territory it's going to go for. It's got a scoop.
Of all the muffs, the triangle muffs are the best.
It depends what you're after, doesn't it? Because like the op amp ones are like the 90s grunge tone, aren't they?
Yeah, but triangle muff is the best.
Okay. Look, calm down.
That's what the Muff from Cloud is based on, for instance.
Yeah.
Well, not a Fallout Cloud it's called now, isn't it?
It is indeed. Right.
So
the Gas Giant by Pigtronics, however, Lee,
yes.
has got two switches on it. One of which is a mid scoop or mid bump, which is often what you do with a big muff. You run a tube screamer into it so it can be heard, so that you get that mid hump. This has got that like built in. It's also got a gate built onto it, so not like gated kind of spluttery fuzz, but an actual noise gate. So you can tame the extraneous noise that comes afterwards. Rather interesting.
I think it's quite cool because I mean they do get noisy.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's cool. Bumping up the mids is going to make it even more noisy. That's probably why you had to add the thing. Pigtronics. Is it a guy called James who runs Pigtronics? It doesn't matter. Yeah, I think this is quite cool. I like the switches on the top. When you've got switches like that where you can see down the sides of them, though, I do always worry about spillage, because if a bit of water gets down onto it, that's going to go straight down into the circuit. So,
what are you hoping to spill on it?
Hoping is not the correct word. I think like gigging and arseholes spilling shit on it, which has happened to us all, unfortunately.
Yeah. I mean, it's quite a minimalist look to it. It's got a small little logo on it. It's top mounted as well, which I think is a nice touch. Like some people like that. I personally don't give a shit, but a lot of people see that as a deal breaker. So look, good on them.
You don't really build boards, though, do you?
I do. I've got a board. I've got a board that was working as a gigging board.
When was the last time you moved some pedals around on it?
I don't. Why do I need? Look, I've got the sound I need. Ta-da! Like,
you're not selling the job that we do, are you?
Ta-da! Like the last time I switched the pedals up was when I switched the board about. So I went from this kind of...
No shit. Oh my God.
Yeah.
The last time I changed the pedals was when I changed the pedals.
Because I switched over from a shitty handmade wooden board, which served me well, but we got those K-line boards through when we got the G series pedals.
Yeah, they're the ones we had to build ourselves.
Yep, and that came with a little carry case. So I was like, yep, I'm going to upgrade. So I switched some of the pedals over, but I took that opportunity to switch a few out. So I took I added a reverb on there, one of the G series reverb. I added the green Mamba, which was their tube screamer, which I think I ended up taking off because I liked my...
You can't remember what's on your pedal board.
No, I haven't used it in a while because last time I used it was when I was gigging, which was kind of the arse end of last year.
I think we need to get you a new pedal board, one that you can put your HX stomp on, and so you can have a space for the pedal you're demoing, but then chuck in other stuff easily.
I mean, the way that I've got my setup, I've got my HX stomp on a Marcus Deluxe pedal board, like a little kind of vert board, and then a long cable going behind the behind the cupboard thing, like the little Kallax unit, which then leads to the no talk all tone filming space. So, I've got it all set up. It's all good. Sorry, don't do that a lot.
This gas giant, have you scrolled down the page and seen how far the jacks stick out at the top?
What do you mean? I mean, they're jacks. Yeah, like the threads kind of stick out a little bit. Yeah.
They're like antennas. Take it from someone who is putting pedal boards, putting pedals onto the pedal board creator every day. Yeah. They do not normally stick out that much. I've got a set of calipers here that I go around and measure my own pedals to see how much because I've got a version of most types of enclosures, and I'm going around and I'm measuring how much the knobs are sticking out, so when people put their boards together on there, it's accurate.
Yeah, I was just having a quick look around, and the majority of them aren't. Yeah, the majority of them are a bit more recessed.
They normally stick out. If you've got jacks on both sides, you're normally adding between 4 or 5 mil to the width of a pedal. They're sticking out 7 mil or something like that, and they're on top mounted.
They are, yeah.
That's crazy.
Oh, crazy stuff, Lee. Crazy stuff. It's $150, which probably end up being about 120, 130 quid. That seems about fair price, I would have thought. So, yeah, I'm happy with that.
UK company, though, aren't they?
What, Pictronics? No, are they?
I think
so. No. Are they?
Pretty sure.
Let's have a look. Pictronics. Where are they from? Brooklyn, New York. There we go. So maybe that's why they're aiming towards the New York style fuzz. Either way, it is what it is. I want to tell you what I've been up to this week.
What have you been up to, Sunshine?
So today, literally just moments before we did this podcast, I released a video. I did. Yeah, actually, yeah. Went for a poo. No.
And that's what you've been up to.
No, so I did the Behringer B-Tron 3 demo, which is kind of it's been in the pipeline for a little while, and you had to listen to it. You were there in the premiere. What did you think of the tones?
And you were there? No. Yeah, man, it was sweet. I was saying it's one of those sounds that makes me smile, but not 100% with joy. Because I don't normally overly enjoy the songs that it's in. It's a bit overly saturated, that sound, isn't it? When you hear it, it's a sound that dominates the song.
Yeah, it definitely takes over your guitar tone for sure. And the way that it kind of, because it's not the same kind of sweep that a wah pedal would do. It hasn't got fully the same tonality to that. It's got its own kind of tonality to it, and it like you say, it very much kind of becomes a feature of the song, doesn't it?
Yeah, it becomes like the main feature of the song to an extent, and it also forces you to play in a certain way, which I don't necessarily dislike it when a pedal does that. It's just the way that these pedals, that sort of thing makes you play is not necessarily suited to me. However, I kind of want one.
I mean,
I don't know the logic is of that. I really don't.
I mean, it's massive and it looks cool. So, like, you do you.
It's a bit like me.
Yeah, look, it got me listening to a bit more Grateful Dead because Jerry Garcia was a big advocate of the Mutron 3, and so a lot. I enjoyed that because I like when pedals invite me to listen to music that I don't necessarily listen to.
Agreed. Yeah,
and I did like I was digging a bit of the Grateful Dead stuff.
You were digging the Grateful Dead up.
Yeah, I had to do something in the style of Bootsy Collins and not actually do a pastiche of Bootsy Collins because Bootsy's just a ledge, man. Bootsy's tough to emulate. So I was just doing like a kind of funky style bass line and always coming back to the one. So that's the thing that I remember Bootsy for is that interview where he's talking about how to do funk, how to play funk, and you always come back to the one. Always come back to the one. On the strong beat, always come back to the one. So I did that. And there was another coming. That fucking Buttnush. He's just Buttnush was the crowning achievement in that video. I appreciated the fact that I took the risk of putting the words Buttnush into a video. But yeah, like I really enjoyed doing that video. I really enjoyed kind of writing the songs for that. So,
sounds like it should be a fuzz pedal, doesn't it? The Buttnush.
Yeah, the old Buttnush. Yeah. So, like, check that out if you haven't. It would be really appreciated if you show some support for those videos because they take a bit of time to do, and I had fun doing them. So, thanks.
Oh, it was fantastic. I really liked it. It was short but sweet, and that's because you did what you could do with it. But what you did do with it was fucking excellent. Well done, mate.
Oh, thank you. Yeah,
I particularly liked that you had all the instruments on there. You had like bass, guitar, and the guitar, the bass, the guitar, and the drums. Yeah. So like full on clips of songs there. Really nice.
Yeah. Like I'd put together a couple of tracks for that. It's something that I used to do a lot more of, and I've kind of moved away a little bit because it takes a bit more time. But I think the result that you get with it is just a much fuller kind of experience, and you get to hear what it sounds like in context. I did a pedal demo. I've recorded the pedal demo that will come out this Friday for us, last Friday for the listener, and it was the JHS oil can delay. And
yes,
my
I look forward to hearing that. My gosh, Josh.
It is fantastic.
Is it?
It's blooming brilliant.
I do look forward to hearing that. I might have to steal that off you, you know. Actually, do you know what? We sell them at work. I'll get them to send me one.
Yeah. So I'm not gonna spoil like the whole of it because you need to listen to the pedal. But the two kind of sounds that I got from it that I was like really
overdrive
digging.
And distortion.
If I did, I would be using it really badly.
Broken.
Yeah. So there was kind of a drippy spring reverb-esque repeat that happened, which is like full on why I'm behind it, because it's like a repeat with a drippiness to it, but also like a kind of DM2 zones as well, like kind of degrading repeats in that kind of gritty and dark. Oh, both like getting those tones sold this one for me. Yeah. I was expecting to like the rotary the most out of the three of them. That's why I kind of leaned towards the rotary the first. But I think this one might be my favourite one.
Have you released the rotary video? Did I watch that?
Oh, yeah, I did. I've released the rotary video. I think that was about 3 weeks ago.
Maybe I did watch it then.
Maybe remember. You did. I mean, if you watch it again, I'm not gonna charge you anymore.
Yeah, I'll have a look. Yeah, I will do.
I changed the thumbnail on it actually because I don't think it's getting
on my video from last week because it just we tried a different thumbnail approach on my video last week and didn't do very well. Don't tell anyone.
Yeah. I think I've nailed a bit of the thumbnail game at the moment. So I've tried my new thumbnail tactic with the rotary because it's not quite got the views that I think it should get. Because it's a rotary pedal.
Rotary.
It's a rotary, like a Leslie Sim pedal for around the £100 mark. You don't get that. You just don't get it.
No.
So it definitely should be getting a bit more love than it is. Yeah, those are my two things this week. I think it's about time, Lee. I think it's about time.
Or is it?
It is. Right.
Oh.
Tell us what this amazing, super exclusive new thing that was released today is.
Not exclusive, because they're not doing a limited run on these like they do with most of their pedals, which is interesting.
Did I not read somewhere that like the first 500 had some exclusive thing with it?
Oh, not that I've heard, but maybe you did. And if so, woohoo, because I've got one on the way. We will be demoing this within the next few weeks, and they're doing like waves of demos of them. So we've got the next run of the demos. Nice. Scott's got one. I will have one as well, and we'll be able to demo them together. This is, of course, the what's the word?
Collaboration.
Thank you, sir. The collaboration. I've been working for about probably 12 to 13 hours now, so do forgive me. So Chase Bliss and Analog Man have teamed up to bring out the Brothers AM. So a little bit of backstory, I would say about, I want to say 5 years ago, but I think it was longer than that. They brought out the Brothers pedals. This was Chase Bliss who brought out the Brothers pedal, which is in their very famous form factor, which is quite small, to be honest, not much bigger than a Boss pedal, and if bigger at all, to be fair. And it had two drive sides on it, and you could have fuzz on it and stuff like this, and you can stack them into each other, and you've got presets on it. It's the Chase Bliss thing. It was when they were really pushing the analog heart digital brain sort of thing, so you could got all the MIDI controls and you can save all the settings and so on and so forth.
Yeah,
pre-call everything, similar to the Kernan Ridge sort of idea. So it was a multi drive, and you could recall the patches, which is cool. Just a lot smaller, a lot smaller. And now they've teamed up with Analog Man to bring out the Brothers AM, which they really missed a trick there. I wish it was called the Brothers AF. But
Analog fan.
Analog fan or FM. So yeah, it's basically, on the face of it, you're thinking it's a King of Tone because it's got the 3 different settings on each side that you would have on a King of Tone. You've got boost, overdrive, distortion on both sides, and then you can run them separately or you can run them into each other and get it playing more. Yeah, which is nice. However, on the right hand side, the yellow side, you have the ability to turn the boost into the Analog Man Beano boost, which is a treble booster.
Yeah,
which is really nice. That's super cool in itself. So you've got 3 pedals there. If you look at it on face value, you've got 2 Prince of Tones and a Beano boost in one.
Yeah.
But as with a lot of these Chase Bliss pedals, on the back of it, you've got dip switches, and you can change a lot of features. So one of the things that you can do with the King of Tone is you can ask Mike to do a mod to it that turns it into a high gain mode.
Yeah.
So you get, sometimes they're black, they look really cool. And that is an option on this. You can turn the pedal into high gain mode. What else does it do? It does does a shit ton of things. It's got a presence control on it as well. So if you press and hold the foot switch and then turn the tone, it adjusts the presence.
Oh, right.
And that's per side as well. So the question to me comes is, what does this do that the Wampler Pantheon Deluxe doesn't do?
Yes.
And I would say it is to do with having the free presets on board, having the treble booster as well, so you can use, and then you've got the form factor as well. So it's a lot smaller, and this has been developed over a period of 3 years with analog mic to get it sounding identical to a King of Tone. So it's not just a case of, okay, this is my take on a Bluesbreaker circuit, a modded Bluesbreaker circuit that is two together. This is basically as close as you're going to get to a real King of Tone without either spending in excess of $1,000 or waiting for 6 years. And it's smaller as well.
It is, yeah.
Yeah, and it's less than half the price of a second-hand King of Tone, if they're still at that price. I think they're probably more now, but I don't know for sure. So do you have any questions about this budgie old pal friend?
Yeah, like, there's more to it than I thought there was. Because I just kind of skimmed over some of the videos, and it was basically saying that it's like a King of Tone with a B no boost. But like there's a lot of kind of switching options as well, isn't there? I've just kind of been reading through some of these things, and you've got it's got the kind of the Chase Bliss like dip switches on the back, which is kind of par for the course with Chase Bliss pedals, where you've got like hundreds of different permutations of options with like high gain and like momentary bypass and press link as well. So the presence link, where you can link the tone control to be tone and presence.
Yeah, you can link the volume 2 as well. So when you're running stacked, the volume 2 is a master volume. So you don't have to balance the volumes out. I think that's really clever.
Yeah. Yeah, they've done a lot with it, haven't they? They've done a lot with it to be more than just a simple like King of Tone, but with a little bit of kind of Chase Blissy. So like with a little bit more kind of analog money boost stuff.
Yeah, I think you've got 3 different variations of boost on the right hand side as well. On the yellow side, you've got the boost that it normally comes with, and then you've got two flavors of treble boost as well, which is quite nice. Inside, you've got internal trimmers. One is the impedance for the treble booster, one's the output for the treble booster, and the other one's the bias for the treble booster. So you can change the bias on there if you want, which is
so it could be cool. Like a hotter boost. Yeah, because I like a treble booster running almost like a game pedal, where it's like almost kind of adding that grit to the overall tone. Yeah, there's a lot, isn't there? Like it's a pricey pedal. It's a pricey pedal. I'm not going to lie. It was about like just shy of $400. Sorry, just shy of $500. It was about $470, was it? I think
$469. I think I saw it out because I remember seeing 69 and thinking nice. But it definitely is more expensive than buying something like the Pantheon Deluxe, but you are getting more as well. Like you've got you can plug in an expression pedal, right? And then you can choose what the expression pedal is controlling out of, I think it says polarity, sweep, tone 2, tone 1, gain 2, volume 1. I wonder what polarity is then.
What, on the tip switches?
Yeah.
Ja nie znają. It does tell you actually. No, it doesn't. It fucking does. I don't know. Is that not like which one's going into which one? Maybe.
Oh, okay. You reckon it's your order?
Yeah.
Well, I mean,
it might be.
That'd be cool if it is.
Might be. Either way, lots going on, isn't there? It is more than just a kind of simple King of Tone replica, because we've got a few of those. We've got the MXR, Prince of Tone. Yeah, like mini pedal. There's a bunch of people who have done kind of King-esque, like their takes on the King of Tone, but without it being Kings of Tone.
Off the top of my head, I think this will be my third. But it will be my first Chase Bliss pedal, which I'm quite excited about because I've really liked Chase Bliss stuff for a long time, and I mean I've heard people play it and I've tried one or two, but the one I really want is the tonal recall. The delay. So it's the analog delay, but in this form factor, sort of setup. I like that you've got the presets on it as well. So like, if the presets work as I expect, then the little toggle switching down the bottom, I'm guessing what will happen is if you have it, or say you have it left, you can program how you want the foot switches 1 and 2 to be set up. Then if you put it into middle, you got another two options, and then if you put it into the third one, you've got another 2. That gives you 6. Well, no, it gives you 9 different combinations then, doesn't it? Because left, right, and both on each one. If that's how it works, which I'm hoping it is, then that's cool for me, because I don't even need to be plugging this into MIDI. I've got like 9 different presets off the foot switch.
Yeah, like 9 different presets on a drive pedal is more than enough.
Yeah, absolutely.
So, yeah, it's an interesting one and a lovely place to kind of wrap it for this week.
Nice colours as well.
I mean, it's very similar to the Prince of Tone, isn't it? Like it's that maroony colour.
Yeah, but it's flat, whereas the King of Tone and Prince of Tone are metallic.
And they're like a mottled finish, aren't they?
No, yeah, you're right. Yeah, it's kind of mottled. But the writing on the King of Tone is like in gold. It almost looks like it's screen printed, basically. Yeah, and it looks like it's been written by hand. Whereas on here, it's like a very flat, matte sort of finish with like these pastel sort of yellows and stuff. It just looks really nice.
Yeah, it's kind of Chase Bliss's stamp on that aesthetic, isn't it?
Looks edible, doesn't it?
It doesn't look fucking edible. What are you about? Right,
it looks like a cake.
Look, we're gonna wrap the podcast for this week, which is amazing. Like it's episode 400. Thank you for joining us on this podcast. It's very very much appreciated. And if you could do what Lee said at the start of the podcast, it would really, really help us. Like getting the word out, sharing the podcast, like inviting friends who are into kind of guitar stuff to just come and have a listen. I'm going to extend a thank you to affordable.co.uk, who are our sponsor. Check them out if you are after anything budget pedal related. They curate all of the best ones, and just keep checking out, because, like I say, big things coming. Our final thank you is to our Patreon backers, who, for as little as $2 a month, you can be part of that exclusive crew. They are as follows. Like we shout out their names every week, and they are as
Adam
follows.
Yeomans.
We've got Mr. Adam Yeomans, of Chef Tone Effects. We've got Mr. Hugh G. Rection.
Mike Coxlong.
Mike Coxlong. No need to brag, Lee. And then we've got Gary Goldencock. We've got Mr. Ben Fletcher of Fletcher Pickups. We've got Mr. Brian Garrett of the Tone Jokes podcast, the Second Button podcast, and the Off the Rails podcast. We've got Diabetes Foot. We've got Diabetes Foot, yes we do. We've got Mr. Jason Wharton of Jason Wharton 82 and of Pedalboards of Doom at YouTube.
And Mr. Gareth Brand.
We do have Mr. Gareth Brand. Like, you're getting, like, well, half of you got 2 times the shout out this week.
Yeah, I'm trying to like do every other one, so it's backwards and forwards, and like you're just not getting this. Try it again. And
no, I just want to. I want to go home. I want to go home. So, if you want to catch me online, I'm Budget Pedal Chat. You find me Instagram, Facebook, and YouTube. YouTube is, of course, the home to the No Talk Tone series, which this week features the oil can dealer. I don't think I mentioned Threads then. I am on there. Like, check it out if you want to. Like, I don't. Lee, where can we find you online?
You can catch me on Pedalboards of Doom, the Facebook group. We've got a Facebook page. You can catch us on YouTube, as well as we have disclosed today during this lovely podcast. So you can find me with all things Fawn Sound Labs, with our pedal company, where we will be releasing our pedals sooner rather than later, I hope. And you can find me with all things Rockboard as well, with our wonderful new releases coming out all the time. So, yeah, as we have them, I will announce them on the podcast. Where else can they find us, Budge? I think that'll do, won't it?
Oh, that's it, yeah. So, from myself, Mr. Budget Pedal Chap, from Lee, it will be a Saturday bye. Good night for this week. Try a bit. Bye.
Laters.
You really should try archery whilst blindfolded. You don't know what you're missing.